Have you ever wondered how today's global economy came to be, with certain regions rich in resources and others dominating manufacturing and trade? The answer often lies deep in our history, shaped by powerful economic forces that span continents. Colonial resource extraction was primarily driven by the pursuit of raw materials for burgeoning industries, the creation of captive markets for manufactured goods, and the accumulation of national wealth, especially in the form of precious metals. These motivations fueled empires for centuries, fundamentally altering global economic landscapes. At the heart of this historical phenomenon was an economic theory known as mercantilism. This doctrine held that a nation's wealth and power were best served by increasing exports and accumulating bullion, which is gold and silver. Colonies were seen as vital assets in this system. They provided a steady and often exclusive supply of essential raw materials like cotton for textile mills, sugar for burgeoning European tastes, rubber for the growing automotive industry, and various minerals such as copper and tin for manufacturing. Without these colonial sources, the industrial revolutions in Europe might have unfolded very differently or at a much slower pace. Furthermore, colonies served as guaranteed markets where the colonizing power could sell its finished products without facing competition from other nations. This created a closed loop of production and consumption that greatly benefited the imperial center. To achieve these ends, colonial powers implemented strict policies. They often established monopolies, compelling colonies to trade exclusively with the colonizing nation. Infrastructure, such as railways and ports, was developed not to benefit the local population but to efficiently transport extracted resources to the coast for export. Indigenous labor was frequently exploited, often through forced systems, to work in mines and plantations. These mechanisms ensured a constant flow of valuable commodities and restricted the economic development of the colonized regions. This intricate system of control highlights the concept of an equal exchange, where the terms of trade inherently favored the colonial power. For instance, the British Navigation Acts mandated that goods from colonies could only be transported on British ships, enriching the British shipping industry and merchants. These policies were not just about trade. They were about securing economic dominance and extracting maximum value, often stifling the independent industrial development of the colonies. This set a foundational pattern for global trade and resource distribution that continues to influence modern economic relations. Understanding these deep-seated economic motivations reveals how colonial powers strategically harnessed resources and markets to build their wealth and power. It demonstrates that the global economic disparities we see today are not accidental but are deeply rooted in centuries of intentional policies designed to benefit a few nations at the expense of many. Recognizing this historical context is crucial for grasping the complex interconnectedness of global finance and development.